They sent me to Arrakis and they said, solve the problem. Kill the Fremen, but avoid Shai-Hulud. I said, what's Shai-Hulud? But then they explained it to me. And I said, so it's a giant fucking earthworm. So just put some salt on it. Just bomb it with giant fucking salt bombs. That's how I conquered Arrakis.
Oh, hey everybody. Hey, hi. You're here. I'm here. This is the internet, and the internet's kind of like a big farm, and you plant things, and sometimes there's some good things, and some bad things, and some things grow, and some things die. But there's always fucking worms, so watch out for the worms. Anyway, so my first couple of streams were really were shit because I have an older gaming laptop, and uh, it's 5 years old. You know, computers get outdated, right? And so it was taxing out the GPU like 99%, and me proclaiming to be wise. I don't ever pretend that I know everything. And before I go any further, hello, Raiders. Hi, Miss Jessie, like esteemed cult leader, dropping people like bombs on my stream. Awesome. Thanks, and welcome everybody to what I hope will be a successful stream this time of Dune Awakening. And if you happen to see a worm pop up in the dunes behind me, try to warn me if you can. It's weird having the desert to my back. Anyway, so yeah, older gaming laptop. And, I thought, man, I'm not going to be able to stream and I have to play the game on like super, super low settings. And, it was kind of shitty, even just playing without streaming. So again, me proclaiming to be wise, I second guess myself and go back over everything that I'd already been over. And yeah, spicy stream. We could get high on spice. It's fine. Um, and sure enough, I found a setting that sort of hidden amongst the others said experimental for low-end laptops. Wow, that's me. So I tried it, and sure enough, it cleared everything up. At least so far. OBS hasn't crashed. The game's moving okay. It's not going to look as good as it does in most streams because it dumps the graphics all the way down. I don't know. I think it looks great, but anyway, we'll get right to it, I guess. And yeah, maybe a spicy stream. And here's Alexandra, and my idea behind this character was and let me pump up the desktop audio so we can have a little bit of more game volume there. That should be good enough. Tell me if the sound is off, okay? So I'm not a totally inexperienced stupid ass streamer. But anyway, I'm in one of the outposts right now. What I'll do is I'll run us back to the base while I'm babbling about her background. I decided after doing a lot of good guys and doing a lot of male characters that I'd do a female character to start. And for my first character, Dune Awakening. So her story is going to be that she was one of the few Harkonnen women that was allowed to try to be like a soldier, infantry, which they don't really have. The Harkonnens, they really don't treat the women very well, and they're not necessarily equal. The only Harkonnen women that were ever able to be like, whoa, I'm getting sniped. That's pretty cool. I'm glad whoa, hey, goddamn, right out the gate. Okay, I can't get over there. You know what, you son of a bastard biscuit? That hurt. That sucked. Welcome to Dune Awakening. I was trying to just bypass this guy, get to the base, so I could show you my second base that I have started. But instead, I got sniped by some piece of shit who apparently needs to die. Oh, hello. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to take us to our base. And yeah, 1-2. This is a private server. I think I threw it in the information for the stream, or I forgot. But this is a private server, and the reason I did a private server was I noticed playing during beta, resources could be a problem if there's a whole ton of people on. And of course, early on there was, max server issues and things like that. So I just rented a very inexpensive private server. And it's been working out great. And plus, it allowed me to get rid of the one thing that I really didn't want to contend with, which the only setting I changed was I got rid of the Imperial tax. So I don't have to worry about, like, if I want to stop playing for a week or if I go away somewhere for a week, I don't have to worry about things being paid, blah, blah, blah. And I typically am a facilitator. So what I do is I'll usually do a private server, invite a group of friends or real life gaming pals or people that I know, and I facilitate. I'm a retired guy, so I gather stuff up for people, and I shorten their amount of time grinding so that they don't have to and they can just have more fun in the game. If they like the grind, cool, let them have it, but a lot of them are career people still working and stuff, so I just like to be a facilitator dude. And let me take a sip of the black fluid of life. You guys tell me if the sound is off on any level. Let me also make sure that the in-game music is on. Yes, but not nearly enough. The in-game music is so good, I'm not going to play background music. Anyway, so for anybody watching now or in the future that's worried about their stunt work, worried about their older gaming computer not being able to run Dune Awakening, well, their little experimental bit they did that allows you to, I don't want to say totally dumbs it down, because it doesn't feel or look like totally dumbed down to me. It seems fine. And it's a lot more playable. I can do knife fights without getting my ass handed to me. But people with an older gaming machine, they're worried, do I really want to play? I am telling you, I've put about 20, 30 hours playing on this setting. And let me back up here. Playing on this setting, and it works pretty good in my opinion. Anyway, this is my second base, and another thing I wanted to show people, because there are drops for Twitch associated with Dune Awakening, and the drops right now are some building supplies where you get 3 basic building things for when you're making your base, and you're looking at it. I decided, even though I'm hardcore Harkonnen and I already got rank or tier 2 of my reputation, I'm gonna go hardcore Harkonnen. I bought the building set for the Harkonnen Empire or House Harkonnen, and but the base of it, like the bottom, I wanted it to be a garage and a crafting area to kind of keep that away from the rest of the base. So I thought, well, why not build it out of primarily the Twitch blocks, the drop blocks that we got for free? And lo and behold, they look like they would match the Harkonnen thing perfectly. So that's what you're looking at. And actually, let me get up on something a little higher so we can see it from another thing. Oh, and another thing, the bike is using the Harkonnen cosmetic swath. And so is my character. My character is wearing for light armor. Any light armor you can color it the House Harkonnen colors. And looks awesome. Can't wait to get more. Let me go up on a rock here. Get up a little higher so we can look at the base from a higher vantage point. So that's going to be the foundation of my second base. And the reason I'm even making a second base, the resources are very distributed around the map. And you reach a point where if you're going to be like me and you're going to be a facilitator and you're going to help people, and you want to make a base aimed for those objectives, you got to be where the resources are, or it'll drive you out of your mind. Until you get an ornithopter and you can start flying around. Yes, in Dune Awakening, you get to fly an ornithopter after you either buy one or make one. The game has a fairly decent balance between sandbox base building people and combat people. Not everybody wants to farm, not everybody wants to build. So there's a lot of opportunities in the game, like I was mentioning, that I might build or buy an ornithopter. You can choose to just run a bunch of missions, go way up in your rank, and buy a lot of this stuff instead of making it. Or sometimes you find things that you need from one of the settlements they're just selling stuff that's on your agenda. And so you can just run missions, make money, blah, 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 and do it that way. So anyway, so this is the foundation of my second base. The rest of it has to wait until I've gathered up the resources to make everything in the Harkonnen style, which takes a bit of gathering of somewhat rare stuff. But anyway, this is what the inside looks like, and the Twitch drop stuff. Look at that floor/roof piece. It comes with that lighting. You don't have to do anything to it to make it do that. You just drop it, and what a cool piece for free stuff. I mean, and you'll get drops from watching anybody that's streaming Dune Awakening, or if you stream it yourself, one too. But I'm designing this second base so that people can basically drive in with their vehicles. And the reason it's so tall and so big, this door is actually a little temporary, but I'm already researched in the parts to make the Dune buggy, and the Dune buggy is sort of a big deal in Dune Awakening because it's the step between the bikes and getting your ornithopter. And the Dune buggy is, you say Dune buggy, that makes it sound small. It's not small. It actually can carry a ton of shit. It has tank treads like the bike does, and even better, it has a mining turret on it where a second player, you can go out with a pal and just mine so much faster than you normally could. But anyway, that's what this whole area down here is going to be. I've got a pretty decent start. People will be able to roll in with their vehicles, just park, and then do whatever they need to do. And of course, I'll try to keep enough resources on hand for people to be able to do that and not have to grind their lives away. I talk about the grind like it's so horrible in Dune. It's not. But people can go really super far with it. There's people that have massive guilds, and that's when you really go crazy with grinding a lot. But you have help. You don't want to go too big as a player that's solo or with a small group of people, because you will have to grind your life away to provide big things, and there's no point if you just sort of don't have people in the loop. Anyway, I need to fix the engine on my bike. This is the repair tool. Well, I guess that's as much as those parts are going to be fixed. Everything in the game erodes with use and time. So, like, if a part of my bike starts to break, when I go to fix it, it's never going to fix all the way to perfect again. It's sort of a realistic way to keep the need for continuing to play and needing to replace things from time to time. I have to set a marker because I need to get my ass back over to my other base, and I also need to turn in another quest that I finished. Is this the one? No. No. It's over The hell is it? It was on the agenda. What? Where? Junie. Quest. Huh. I've already been doing glorious missions for the Harkonnen, for House Harkonnen. They're all so seedy too, and deliciously dark. They're great. Okay, I know it's over here somewhere. Oh, it's because I have a marker over it. I'm an idiot. There it is. I already placed a marker. I'm good. We're leaving. Bye. Goodbye, base. Now we're going to try to survive Arrakis while we go to and fro. And, of course, not fall into the stomach of Shai-Hulud. We try to be favored of Shai-Hulud. Shai-Hulud does not want to eat. Here's a base with a lot of Atreides guys in it. And I come up here and I murder them liberally. And take their blood out of their bodies to be recycled for water. What a game! Hello. Yeah, go ahead and shoot. I know 1-2. Shai-Hulud. Shai-Hulud. I'm playing Harkonnen, so Shai-Hulud's kind of an asshole. Overgrown earthworm. Really. Just bomb him with salt. Watch that big fucker shrink. This is something that I want to grab. As you're going through the environment, you will run into things like this, which is a destroyed buggy. And you can tear it apart for resources. And it doesn't take a whole hell of a long time. You just do a scan, look for the next spot. Scan, look for the next spot. And it gives you all manner of resources. Thank you, whoever crashed this buggy and probably died next to this Atreides base. Don't trust the Atreides, don't trust them. They're all sort of stuck up and everything. Trust only in House Harkonnen. The atmospherics in the game are pretty crazy. Oh, here's a crashed ornithopter. Let's tear it up real quick. So, considering I'm running a computer that was fairly, at the bottom of their accepted specs, this experimental setting that they had for low-end gaming laptops, I don't know. I've had very few problems with it. It's good. It's running good. I would do my Harkonnen voice all the time, but I would have no throat left by about the way through the stream.
But otherwise, I'd be doing Harkonnen voice all the time.
It just doesn't work with glasses, right? Because there was no nerd Harkonnens. They probably just killed them.
Yes.
What's this? What's this? Hello? Thank you. Thank you very much, Lee, for that. Again, if you guys see a worm pop out of the desert behind my head, just try to let me know. Give me a little warning. Ah, here's another thing you'll find out here in the environment that you need for keeping your base running. Cases of batteries that get dropped. Crashes and stuff. Important to pick up. Oh, and I should show this real quick. Well, one of the main reasons that you want to get a vehicle is not just to get around faster. You can also build a storage compartment for it. So, like, these are vehicle fuel cells, so those should really be in the vehicle. Sometimes I keep my construction tool, or not construction tool, but my repair tool in here, And here's a tool that you can make to store your vehicle so it doesn't get destroyed by the winds or whatever. Or there's no PvP on my server. There's no players unless you go to the deep desert, and then you're kind of, as I understand it, merging onto their servers, and then it's more of a public area. But on my private server, there's not a lot of players to run into, of course, because it's just whoever I invite, and the server's passworded. But anyway, to keep your vehicle safe, there's this little tool where you can store your vehicle and then pull it back out again. So the magic of compacting technology. Ding. Is there anything else I want to put in there? Yeah, I'll throw these batteries I just picked up in there. All right. On the road again. I'm Harkonnen on the road again. Life I live is running people over with my friends. All right, let's keep going. Let's drive through this base like we don't even care. Can I get through? Maybe. I hope I can get through. Ah, and then I hit a rock and I look like an idiot. Maybe I better go around. I just drive my bike into a base. Like, hey, hi. You have a throughway? No, okay. Oh, hey. The bike is definitely a drift monster. Dive. Oh no, that was probably a horrible idea. Oh god. Maybe I am the Lisan Al Gahib. Okay. On the road again? What the fuck did I just do? Am I in the rift? I'm in the fucking rift. I actually needed to go here. So down here in this rift is apparently one of the only places you can get a rare material called erythrocite. And it's needed to make several things. You can break it down into a paste that you need. That was a pretty amazing stunt that I just did. I think I better go back to this place right over here because I bet that's where I'm going to find the erythrocite. Nice, another crash buggy. I'm going to show you another little survival tip for... Oh, mineral extraction facility. Good, good. I needed to go here. So this is a type of high-tech scythe that you can make, and at certain times of the day, which is nighttime, you can go to plants like this and pull moisture from the plants so that you don't die of thirst. But water becomes a big deal because you use it also to make iron ore ingots. You use it to make steel. Water's used in a lot of things. So you learn to be a master of amassing water in the game. If you're one of the people that's choosing to, you know, keep a big base and do that kind of stuff. You don't have to. But if a person was just playing solo and not building bases a lot and things like that, you'd still want to be able to do this, so you could stop and just load up on water. And I think I'm almost full on my containers. You can learn to craft various different types of containers or buy them. And those containers will hold water for you to drink from, like so. I have it in my number 5 slot. And there you go. Water. Alright, let me go over here and say hello to this facility. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. There it is. Erythrocite. Fucking awesome. So let's hope my mining tool's good enough level to enjoy the erythrocite. And it is. Beautiful! Oh man, I'm so glad I found this. I've been needing this so bad. Oh. Do I hear baddies? Is there baddies? This is awesome. I really needed this stuff. Oh shit. Are you hostile? Wait. Where's my super cool sniper rifle? I wanna snipe him. There's a sniper rifle that you can build. There it is. And we'll put it in place of that for right now. And this thing is so awesome. This is great. Watch this. Not only does it tag them real hard, but it poisons them. Ha ha! Sucker.
Who goes there?
Greetings from House Harkonnen, assholes. Deserter camp. They're deserters? I have no guilt. I mean, I'm Harkonnen, so I didn't have any guilt anyway, but... So now, here's the more slightly twisted but sort of fun thing that you get to do in the game. Water has to be made by any means possible in the world of Dune. And so, early on, you learn how to get this device where you literally, okay, I probably shouldn't have shoved it in his groin. That was bad. But, okay, let me go over here. Literally pull blood out of people, store it in bags in your inventory, take it back to your base, and use an item called a blood refiner to turn it into water, which also provides the precious water that you need for so many things. Okay, I already got a bunch of erythrocite, but I'm kind of tempted. Whoa, I'm hearing voices again. I guess I shouldn't stand in the open, should I? Where'd that voice come from? There isn't much in the way of stealth in the game, to be perfectly honest. Oh man, I see more erythrocite in there. Oh, I better go in. And one little cautionary thing, when you're new or you're just learning the game, you don't really realize it, but you can actually respawn at your vehicle. So leave your vehicle outside somewhere safe and use that as your spawn point if you die. You do drop items when you die, but not all of them. And another word of caution, if you're carrying money, which is Solaris in the game, if you are carrying money, learn to leave larger quantities of it at your base. Don't take it with you all the time. In fact, a lot of people don't even carry money unless they're intending to go shopping, like directly go shopping. Because if you die, you will drop your money. And if you can't get back to it because of a game crash or you don't have time or whatever, the money's gone because the stuff you dropped isn't going to last forever. Let me use this really cool trooper tool, fling myself up here, and hopefully this will give me enough. Yeah, I'm close. This is so cool. I was worried that it was going to be tough to find erythrocite. Alright, well, before I go any further in this place, we'll just take a moment. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in chat. And if you have any questions, whatever, just throw them into the chat. I have learned, I mean, I'm not as cool as Miss Jessie or any of the other streamers that I follow and support at keeping an eye on it. I try, but I apologize if I miss anything anybody says. I try to be fairly interactive. And I told myself I would have moments like these. I just take moments to stop. Remember that the followers are always more important than the game. And whether it be now or people watching on YouTube in the future, just stop and chat about stuff. Yeah. Today's rejuvenation is courtesy of Black Rifle Coffee Company. American-made coffee that also gives money to recovering first responders and veterans of war. Excellent group of people. Here we go, get a weapon in my hand. I'm really a rifles person, but I keep looting, like, or as mission rewards, these amazing pistols. I'm like, Stop dragging me back into Pistolville. I'm a rifle person. I want to have rifle shooty. Get me up here. Okay, I bounced right off a wall. Super effective. Let's try that again. Maybe over here. Right here. Yes, yes, yes. Go, go. Oh, good. Give me erythrocyte. Beautiful. I'm not even full yet. Every Harkonnen's dream. Target of opportunity. Who should I shoot first? Yep. Hello. Hi. Wake up. And die. You. Oh. Really? You gonna hop about it? Oh, you're so cute. And now you're water. Ha ha! Do I want that? No, I don't. You'll learn as you go along what you want to bother looting. Sometimes you just get too much of stuff. Like this guy has some ammunition my gun can actually use. Those plant fibers can be used to make bandages. Now, my inventory is almost full, so I'm actually going to leave and go back to my agenda of turning in that mission. To go in any further would not serve much purpose because, I mean, I want to come back and farm this place at some point. It's my first time being here. It looks awesome. But, no, nope, nope, nope. Moving on. Stay on target. Stay on target. I'm going to go turn in this mission that's needed to be turned in for a long time. And then we'll visit my first base, and when we get there, I'll show you kind of like, you know, again, a little new person bit, like some basic stuff that you should really do if you're going to put down your first base somewhere, why to put it where you put it there, etc. Helpful hints. Try to provide a chill, helpful stream. Oh, I'm over here. Wherever you leave your current vehicle that you're using, there should be an icon on your map to follow to get back to it. Let me actually put some stuff in my bike so that I don't waddle about almost overloaded. Wow, only 108 units. Wow. Okay, well, we might see some more on the way out. And just so you know, the resources do respawn, and they don't make it ridiculous where it's just like, oh shit, a sandstorm. But I'm down here in the rift, I shouldn't get hurt. Nonetheless, let me see if I can pull in over here. So, again, for new people, sandstorm. Oh, really? Are you... What kind of a person, when I'm just trying to find a place to park? Rude! But, you know, water. Okay, but yeah, when you hear there's usually a warning that a sandstorm is approaching. And if you hear that, try to get you and your vehicle into some kind of cover. And it'll say right down in the lower right-hand side of the screen, you should be able to see it down there, you'll see the words sheltered when you enter a place where you're going to be sheltered. And it did say that a second ago, so I'm just going to trust it and hope that this sandstorm doesn't, I don't know, sandpaper my face off and destroy my bike. I don't need to pick up any of that right now. Don't need to do that. Right, sandstorm, let's go. Now, generally, if you're in danger of being hurt by the sandstorm, you'll see a red icon show up on the bar, and it's not. And if it was going to be harmful to me, it would have showed up by now. So, I showed up. And make pro bike riding moves like that, where it looks like I can't drive. Maybe I should get back down on the lower part so I can drive right on through. I need to get back on track. with my destination. Shh, I'm too happy about these. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, I should watch what I'm doing while I'm looking at other things. If you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm. Name that song. Name the song. Steel. Gonna need a lot of that. Sometimes, if you don't have a torch, a welding, or sorry, a mining tool, you can just pick up the spares that are kind of sitting around the deposits. In case the tool breaks, it's still a way that you can kind of get around. Do-do-do, do-do-do. The ping to the server hasn't been the best today. I wonder if they're having some weird-ass weather somewhere in between here and where the server is at, which should be New York. I tried to choose an East Coasty one not too far from me. I really need to get that direction, so I'm going to risk driving by this dickhead. You didn't find shit. Shut up. Go back to sleep. Let me check something real quick. Dun, dun, dun. And Miss Jessie, esteemed cult leader in the cult of Jessiology, thank you again for bringing your people on over. It's much appreciated. This is a sort of... This is my first time being down in this trench like this. What the fuck is that? By the way, there's 11 billion things in Dune. The map size is enormous in Dune, in this game. And places like that, there's so much to explore and so much to find. There's a lot of things that aren't visible on the map until you find them. And I have found some crazy, amazing things so far. Just going to and fro, getting a little lost. It's so cool. One thing I've been really impressed with is sometimes when they make a game after a story or a movie, it doesn't really keep with the movie or the story. I mean, it comes sort of close, sometimes not. But these guys did a really good job of creating... It is an alternate timeline Dune where Paul Atreides was never born, and Lady Jessica had a daughter as she was supposed to. And the Fremen get wiped out, and things are different, you know? And so that's the alternate timeline of Dune that you've been dropped into. Now, see, I'll take a moment of pause here. Again, I'm using an experimental setting that they provided that is for people with low-end laptops or gaming computers. I'm able to look around really well. With all of this congestion in here, I still manage 34 GPS, or FPS, pardon me. And my GPU is only sometimes going way up when it's in a really congested area like this. But by no means is it pegged all the time at 99, just struggling to move along. And it's fun. I'm having a good time. People that don't have modern, computers built within the last year or upgraded within the last year, you can still play Dune Awakening. Sort of living proof. Right here, right now. Now that being said, of course, you can see other streamers that are using multi-$1,000 machines that I could not afford. And of course it's beautiful, it looks brilliant. They did a very good job, but they didn't overdo it with the graphics. So let me pause here for a second. Check something. Okay, good, very good. Second. Yet another place. Oh god, there's a erythrocyte right there. Doing it. Doing it. Don't even care. Gun. Oh, there's another over there. Yes. This is so good, you guys. I literally... I was getting a little frustrated. I had to look up where this stuff even was, and it was down in this rift. And I was like, well, hope it's not too hard to find. And please don't be bugged by when I get a little slow and tactical. That's more my nature. I've been around since the beginning of video games, thus the beginning of FPS shooters. So I tend to err on the side of caution and get low and slow from time to time. All right. Feeling good about this erythrocyte. Oh god, there's another one right there. I'm not completely familiar with the zones yet, as in the skill zones. So, like you saw earlier, I was leaving an outpost, and there was a crash of a vehicle that was guarded by one dude, and he was a high enough level dude that he almost one-shotted me off of my bike. That happened to me earlier. There was a crashed ornithopter, and there was a high level dude with a sniper rifle, and he just zinged me right off of my bike. I was like, "You asshole!" I was enjoying that ride. And of course I came back and murdered them all. But it was tough because they were higher level. How the living fuck am I supposed to get up to that? Are you kidding me? Shit. I didn't know it was going to be up that high. Alright, let's go a little further in and see if there's maybe a better opportunity. I ain't seen it, and I don't want to go too far off mission here. Alright, fine. So be it. There'll be more along the way, right? Right? Encourage me. Alright. I was sure hoping there would be more. There's this crashed ornithopter. I wonder if that's a lootable. Are you lootable? You are. Awesome. Tearing up crashed ornithopters. Yeehaw! Where's the line? Give me the line. Damn it. Oh, there it is. Hello? Yeah, okay. Should be the big one now. The dirt is preventing my lid. Oh, or not. Okay. Where's the line? There. Give it up. Yeah. Okay. Go. I feel like there should be some like hardcore, like dark techno biker music when you're riding your sand bike. What the hell is that? What are you people hanging out for? What is your program? Don't attack me. Don't attack me. Okay, well, I'm not seeing a reticle. Who the hell are you people? You're dressed like an Atreides.
That's close enough. State your business. One can't be too careful out here.
Did he just... Does he not see that... There should be a more appropriate response for a Harkonnen. Something like, shut your face before I gut you. Oh. Oh, okay, so the voting system, yeah. So there's weekly events for the bigger guilds and stuff, and there's weekly things that you can do. If you get enough votes in with that particular group, then it gives you some pretty cool stuff, like really cool stuff. Mostly geared towards, like, you know, big guilds and things like that. This guy has nothing for me, so I'm not even gonna talk to him. Pushy shithead. Oh, that little thing I just did right there. So the game has some convenience things to it where if you just deposited something into a storage, you can walk up and do a quick deposit. And if you have more of that in your inventory, it will dump that you've been putting in just with a quick click. So it makes it... They really tried. I know with all the base things it can seem grindy, but they really tried to shorten that gap to make things feel less grindy. I feel like maybe I might drive in this rift for about 12 days. I do hope there's a way back up. Excuse me! You just shot at me. What? You know what, man? You should die. Gonna charge me. Alright. Fuck it. Hard way. Arm the sword! What are you doing? Ay, yow! What happened? That's right. And now you're water. You're water. Drinking the blood, drinking the blood. Okay, so I'm not really drinking the blood. You can drink the blood, but it will hydrate you, but it also makes you sick. So avoid drinking just blood. You should really refine it first. Oh, gotta turn off. I should have. I almost forgot to turn off my shield. You fairly early on are able to get the Holtzman shield, which is, you saw in the movies, that's where the slow blade penetrates the shield. Yeah, the shields are in the game, and you have moves that you do in melee that are like you hold down the attack instead of just tapping it, and that's a slow attack meant to penetrate a shield. So, yeah. Deposit those batteries too, yeah. Did I not? I thought I turned it off. Yeah, it was off. I thought it flickered for a minute when I got off. Okay. On the road. I'm gonna have to make a new engine and storage box for this bike if I keep using it, because it's been repaired too many times. It's gonna die. By the way, when you're crossing open sand, that's a really bad time to have a part of your vehicle break. Um, it almost happened to me. It like literally broke as soon as I was out of the range of Shia LaBeouf's mouth. But yeah, I've seen plenty of videos online as I'm chilling in the evening and watching Dune Awakening stuff. Watching people just totally eat shit and not repair their vehicles, and something breaks right when they're in the sand, and then of course they get eaten by a Shia LaBeouf. And another little new person thing, if you haven't learned it yet, if you are eaten by Shia LaBeouf, you get one. Oh, holy piss! And I really need to get through there too. When you get eaten by son of a biscuit monger, and I forgot to heal too. I'm not being a good example of smart tactics. That's what you should do when you see a Harkonnen. Okay, so heal. Touch my bike, you jerks. Back to what I was saying. If you get eaten by Shia LaBeouf, you get one time where you don't lose everything. Oh, that's nice. I had a lag right when she was attacking. Bye. You are now water. Yee-hoo. You get one time of being eaten by Shia LaBeouf. You get parts to replace your bike, and sometimes you get a tooth from Shia LaBeouf. And thank you for the donation of your blood today. It was nice of you to be dumb and attack a Harkonnen. So some people will actually intentionally die. I left my shield on again, didn't I? Sometimes they say a little blue shimmer when I get on my bike, and my shield's still on. Anyway, but after that, if you get eaten by Shia LaBeouf, you lose everything. You don't get to go back and reclaim your body and your things. You lose everything you had on you. I need to get the hell out of here. Really, really, I do. I need to get out of this rift. It seems like there's a way. It seems like I should be able to get out. That's the way it looks. Sorry about my phone chirping Star Trek sounds. I should have turned it off. It's... Can I not through here? Oh, I don't know how to get out of this rift. We'll find it. We'll get out somehow, someday, some way. Maybe this way. Whoa. The other thing that's been a little bit concerning for people trying to game and stream as part of their existence for me was that I pay for a fairly decent connection, but they've been sending me emails saying, well, there was a data coverage issue in your area, but we fixed it. Okay. Aha. Oh, I may have found a way out. And I can drive most of the time. But yeah, almost daily emails talking about something wrong with internet in my area. And I'm not going to stop those batteries right now. So make sure this is the way out. Do I go up higher, or do I just... I think this is the way. I need a Mandalorian to tell me this is the way. Star Wars plan. Okay, I think we're getting out. Oh, it feels like we're getting out. Oh, and I see Harkonnen architecture. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Very good. There's my marker. The Harkonnen stuff looks so cool. It's always good to not be looking behind you while driving forward. Just a little peek bit of advice. Really? Oh, see that ship off in the distance there? That's a bunch of asshole Sardaukar. God, I can't wait till I'm powerful enough that when they shoot a thing down that freezes you in place, like a repulsor shield or an impulsor shield, and then they start dropping Sardaukar down to kick your ass. And when it first happens to you, you're like, what the hell's going on? You do get released from the field, and if you run as fast as you can, you don't get killed by the Sardaukar. But I am a Harkonnen hardcore. I'm not about the running, man. I want to kill them, and I really hope that I get enough to just end those shitheads. If this is the rift, let's go in here for a minute, because I want to show that to you guys. Harkonnen bases are so cool. Am I in the... Yeah, there should be Rift Watch. Yeah, here it is. So this is where, and let me open the map just if you're at the part of the video where you can pause. If you're looking for this stuff, when you get to tier 2 reputation with Harkonnen faction, you want to come here. Because here at Riftwatch is where you can start buying Harkonnen based stuff, including the Harkonnen base building stuff, which looks really fucking cool. But also, you can literally buy an Ornithopter out of there if you're high enough reputation level. You can buy skins for your vehicles at different armor levels. You can buy Harkonnen flavored furniture and things like that. And being true Harkonnens, they don't want you to drive your vehicle through here, so get out. Hi, look at me, I'm Harkonnen too. I wasn't just carrying a blood siphon, it's fine. See, look at all their weapons and stuff. These guys are so cool. And then there's a place here where you can take missions. Ay-yow. You can take missions. Ta-da. People to talk to, things to do. Here's a place where you can just buy and sell stuff.
Look who's back. You buying something? Or just wasting my time?
I'm wasting your time, fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, look at this menu of Harkonnen stuff that you can buy. Insanity. Sometimes like a rare... It's a flamethrower. Yeah! Oh man. And look, here's parts for buying parts to assemble your own Ornithopter. Ta-da! Atreides Deserter light armor set. So much cool shit. Here's the Harkonnen building stuff. If you want the Harkonnen building stuff, don't bother coming here until you have 80 grand. That was a sting. That hurt. But yeah, dining room set. I didn't pack any of my big money on me, so I can't buy anything at the moment. But oh man, can't I at least buy? Do I have enough to at least buy this? I want to do heavy armor and ranged weapon swath. This watches, they changed the appearance stuff. Harkonnen is so good. It's so good. God, do I not even have 500 on me? Didn't I kill enough people? I have money. Oh, my backpack is full, isn't it? Is my backpack full? No, I can buy stuff. Why are you letting me?
Look who's back. You buying something?
You look like
Or
we're
just
way
wasting
out.
my time?
Or is it just a little dark just because? Still suit, that's tempting. So in the game, you also can wear something just like in the movies that makes the desert more survivable. Still suits. And still suits collect your sweat, urine, feces, all of it, and turn it into drinkable water. Gross, I know, but it actually did save me a couple times early on. The still suits. The catch to it is they just don't provide as much armor as most armor sets do. So if you want to do better in combat, bringing a still suit's going to leave you vulnerable, especially to blade stuff. But nonetheless, that's an option. And if you're not intending to do combat and you just need to build and I don't know, you're out looking for something. Oh, that's why I can't. That's why it's grayed out. I'm not high enough reputation level yet. I'm not a good enough Harkonnen yet. Sorry. Oh, I could buy a cup of water. Thanks. You only have to be tier 2 to buy the building stuff. But pretty soon, I'm going to be doing more Harkonnen missions, and I'll be a better Harkonnen, and I'll come back and buy all that stuff. But yeah, so this is Riftwatch, and it's cool. Come here to buy Harkonnen things and get missions. Oh, that's something maybe I should have done, is look at their mission board and make sure and take some more Harkonnen missions. I'll do that later. Let's stay on target. And speaking of that, where the fuck did my marker go? Yeah, I just need to deliver this to an outpost called the Anvil, and I don't know why my marker went away, but hey man, whatever. Okay. On it, doing it, going. Should I dive off the cliff? I don't think I should. We almost had a bad experience with that earlier. In 1 second.